On the move, got the flow so smooth. Spitting rhymes on the podcast, got nothing to prove. He's the host with the most, dropping knowledge every week. From the underground to the mainstream, making the street speak. Step on the stage, Merl grabs the microphone, holding it down, he's in the league of his own. Interviews with the legends, the up-and-coming stars. No topic off limits, pushing the bars. Merl on the move, taking over the game. Keeping it real, never fake, never the same. Hip-hop podcast, bringing the heat. With Merl on the mic, grooving to the beat.
Yeah.
It's Merl on the Move. Welcome everybody to the show. This is Merl on the Move. We got a little of that boss man D-Lo in the background, if y'all can hear it. Hey. So I'm ready to turn up tonight. I'm going to talk a lot of stuff. Welcome to the program. Welcome everybody. I'm here live in the flesh. Let's get started. So on tonight's show, we're going to talk about the struggle for food assistance. It's day number 38 of the government shutdown. What's going on? It's the longest shutdown in the United States history. It's the longest the government's been shut down. So we're going to talk about that. J. Paul, Javante Davis, tank fight canceled. It's been canceled. I talked about that the last couple episodes, and now it's not happening. So, yeah. Wait, let's do a little. What's going on with that? I'm going to get into that and kind of what happened, a little bit about that. Plus, I'm going to do a segment. Okay, I'm going to start a segment. I've been wanting to do this. I've been trying to come up with some ways, some segments, some things I've been wanting to talk about. So this segment I'm going to come up with that I'm going to talk about later on is shit that bothers me. Excuse my language, but shit that bothers me. I'm going to talk about that. That's going to be a new segment I'm going to do. And if you guys want to chime in on that, you can. Also, we're going to talk about the Blueface. Shout out to Blueface. Blueface got out. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I like Blueface. Also, we're going to talk about Layla Ali. I don't know if you guys been checking this out, but the what's she called? The GOAT, Clarissa Shields. I think she's a champion female boxer. She was calling out Layla Ali, and I don't think she really know who Layla Ali really was. So I did some research on Layla Ali. Hey, that fight she had with Christy Martin, who was the best female boxer at one time. I'm talking about that. Also, we're going to talk about my Rams. We're going to talk about the Lakers. We're going to talk about Iowa State. We're talking about some TV shows. I'll let y'all know what's going on with TV shows, new TV shows, couple movies I watched. We're going to talk about this Merl on the Movie. Turn it up, baby. Let's go with it. Let's go with the show. Get my sound effects in effect. I know a lot of people trying to have sound effects, but I got a nice board. I got that Rode board. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into it. It's Merl on the Move. Welcome to the program. For those who don't know the show, I'm going to give you an insight on what goes on. We're going to talk about a little sports, a little entertainment, hot topics, and we're going to talk about social events, what I like to call politics. You know, it's a code word, social events, you know, with things going on in the world. So let's go ahead and get into it. So starting off, I'm going to go ahead and get into what's going on in the world. I used to jump into sports, but we're going to push that towards the end of the show because a lot of people that tune into the show, they really like to find out what's going on in the world. So a lot of people don't watch the news. A lot of people I talk to, a lot of people I run into that I tell them what I do, and they ask me what my show's about. I tell them, and some people don't really follow sports. A lot of people follow entertainment. Hot topics is what most people really tune in for and ask me about. But then the social issues, they don't really follow that. But if they listen to the show and the way I break it down, they usually in tune to it. A lot of people say, I don't follow that. I don't watch the news. But whether you watch the news or not, life still happens. You don't have to watch the news. You just be missing out on what's going on because things are still happening. And I think the way the system is set up, they don't want you to pay attention. They don't want you to watch the news. They want you to be in the dark. So they keep on going on. I gave an analogy earlier, but I ain't going to give it an analogy now. So let's go ahead and go into this. The struggle with food assistance. It's 38 days since the government shut down. It is November the 7th. and it's been 7 days since no SNAP or EBT benefits. It's and like I said in the last episode, so I'm not gonna get on too much about EBT. I'm gonna talk about the cause and effect of it and why it's the way it is. It's a myth that a lot of EBT and SNAP is for, you know, poor black people or people of color, right? A lot of people that deal with SNAP and are on SNAP and EBT are rural white people. Black people weren't even able to be on these assistance until the 60s. White people have been on it since it started in the 30s. And even to today, the most percentage of people on EBT and SNAP are white people. So there's a lot of kids that's been going to school this week hungry, right? They're eating at school maybe, but not eating at home because food is not there. People rely on those benefits the beginning of the month, and they run out before the beginning of the month. I don't care what I seen. A lot of people commenting on my video. Shout out to people that commented. I good or bad. I don't care. Yeah, give me your take. If you check out the last episode I posted, a lot of people commented, and the most people commented they were dissing people that are on food stamps. People dissing, talking smack about people that are on public assistance. And it's a lot of myths and stereotypes. And yeah, some of that stuff is true. But the majority, we talk about the majority, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If the bathwater's dirty, you just take the baby out, clean the bathwater, put the baby back in, right? You don't just, this water's bad, throw the baby out too. And that's what they're trying to do with these social programs. They're trying to get rid of them. And this administration that we have right now, they're against anything that's democratic. For the Democrats, I can say democratic. It seems democratic too, but for the Democrats. But my thing about the EBT and SNAP, let's get to the basis of it. It's how can you be an administration where the federal judges are telling you to release these benefits to the people? It's against the law. It's against policy for you not to release these benefits to the people. And then you decide that no, and you appeal it. You're not doing it. You're not doing it because you feel like the Democratic Party is not coming to the table to talk about what you want to talk about. And that's the subsidies for the Affordable Care Act. Right, that's what the Democrats are holding back for. They want to keep these credits coming. They even said they said that we will go ahead and come to the table and open the government up if you go ahead and say, hey, we'll give you these credits. We'll put these credits for 1 year. It's already there. They're not asking for anything else. Just want to put these credits into back into the policy because the big beautiful bill took it out or didn't add it. I can say took it out, but they didn't add it. So they want you to add that, and they'll come to the table, open the government up, and then boo boo boo. And you're like, nah, you just got to straight up just come to the table. You know what I mean? We'll come to the table, open the government up, and then we'll talk about that. They're like, then that's right back where we was before. This is what the other side is saying. They say we right back where we was before. We come to the table and talk about it, and we ain't got nothing. And we open the government. What do we do this for? So I get it, but everybody's hurting. So I really don't understand. I get why they're doing it, but I don't understand why both sides don't say, okay, feed the people. And this is why I say this, because 3 weeks ago, 47 sent $20 billion, then added another $20 billion to Argentina because he said it's a beautiful country.
Rachel Scott at the White House for us.
Tonight, with the government shutdown stretching into day 14 and with millions of federal workers going unpaid, President Trump welcoming his political ally, Argentina's President Javier Milei, to the White House to announce a $20 billion bailout for his country.
Argentina is one of the most beautiful countries that I've ever seen. And we want to see it succeed. It's very simple.
The economic lifeline comes just a month before Argentina's crucial midterm election. The president making it clear his support depends on the outcome.
If he wins, we're staying with him, and if he doesn't win, we're gone.
Democrats seizing on the move, accusing the president of using taxpayer dollars to help another country while the U.S. government is shut down.
The overwhelming majority of Americans say we need help with our health care, and they're busy spending $20 billion because Trump seems to really like the leader of Argentina.
Democrats say they won't agree to fund the government unless Republicans extend Obamacare subsidies, so insurance costs don't rise for millions. The White House already firing more than 4,000 federal workers, threatening to lay off even more and dismantle programs important to Democrats.
We're not closing up Republican programs because we think they work. So we are closing up Democrat programs that we disagree with, and they're never going to open again.
At Washington Reagan Airport today, air traffic controllers are sounding the alarm. Peter Lefevre has been an air traffic controller for nearly 16 years.
Not knowing exactly how I'm going to have childcare for my kids or put gas in the car or pay the next mortgage payment adds a certain level of stress onto an already stressful profession. It's just very difficult.
David, tonight the Defense Department says it will be redirecting about $8 billion in.
He said it's a beautiful country and he likes the leader. And he also said if because they're in an election right now. Argentina, that country, is in an election. So the president of Argentina may not be the president. And he's sending some money to make him look better. And he said he's on record saying that if the guy wins and becomes president again, great, we'll keep on supporting him. If he doesn't, then we pull our support. He's playing money. He's playing politics. Everything's politics. He's playing politics around the globe with taxpayers, American people's money. What are we talking about? He's been playing with the farmers. I know some farmers. He's been playing with the farmers, been playing with their money. He did a deal with China, right? He did a deal with China. And the deal he did with China just put the farmers back where they was before he was doing all the stuff, before the tariffs. So they didn't gain anything. He just put it right back to where it was before he started. Well, where the government made all the money off the tariffs, now he's like, okay, I'm gonna set it back to where it was before. So the farmers didn't gain anything. They didn't gain any process. It was a pause. It was a pause on their money until while he was making money, the government, his administration was making money, and now he's like, okay, well, we back on. Now y'all can start selling your stuff again. Right when he was finna give them some money from the tariff money, he was gonna give them some money, the farmers some money. Now he's like, oh, y'all back on. Maybe he's still gonna do it. I don't know. Y'all can tell me about that if he's still gonna give them tariff. A lot of farmers didn't want. They want to sell their stuff, but no open markets, and it's just for a year. The deal with China is for a year. It's not like back full motion. It's for a year. I mean, China got other options now. So he's playing. He's playing with the people's money, the taxpayers' money. He's playing with the farmers' money. Okay, and Wall Street's been up because corporations are doing good, but the people are starving. Tell me how that makes sense. He's sending money to other countries. Wars are still going. Say that the war in Israel was over. The Gaza war was over. It's not. They still bombing over there. What are we doing? Russia's still doing what they're doing. What's going on? But he's doing what he's doing. So, that being said, when does it stop? When do the people say, hey, I know I might not like what this side is doing. I don't like that, but everybody's being affected. Everybody is being affected. And with the Medicaid and all that, everything's still going on. So if they don't get it in the bill, then everybody's premiums going up anyway. So what are we doing? So I'm praying that it's some relief coming to the people here soon. So government shutdown. Who knows what's going on? I don't know. I think it's going to end. I think some things going to happen. You got some other people on the other side. Marjorie Taylor Greene did a little tour. She's on The View. She's on other places. Talking about that she's not with what they're doing. 47 was upset about that. So, let's be real. When it comes to the political part of society, it never used to be politics first. It used to be America first. It used to be all politicians, Democrat, Republican, will put the interests of the country first. And that's the slogan that 47 was using, America first. That's why everybody was getting behind him. It's like if you can't get behind a person saying America first, then you're unpatriotic. Because America, where your home, everybody, your home is first. That was the ploy. That was to get you in. But you have to be a fool to think that the way this country is going, because first it was like, okay, they was demonizing, saying that they didn't want EBT and SNAP for immigrants. That the other administration was just letting it too easy. Immigrants and people that weren't citizens was getting these benefits. We got to stop it. And most people, even the people that was getting the benefits, was like, okay, well, they shouldn't. They making it harder on us. The people that's getting the benefits, the illegals and the people that are not citizens are making it harder on us getting it. So they kind of gave in, not knowing that was the ploy. Rich people don't care about poor people, never have, never will. It's always going to be two classes, rich and poor. This the middle they always fight. If you watch any election or any speech that they give about the government, is always about the middle class. Because the middle class used to be poor, or they one step from being poor, and they one step from being rich. They're not rich yet. They're middle class. Rich people don't care. So that's the ploy. They tell you. So it's like, okay, it's the illegals. It's the illegals that's taken from the poor people. It's not the rich people that don't want to give it to the poor people. It's the illegals taken from the poor people. So if we stop the illegals from coming in, then these benefits will go to the rightful people. So then the administration flipped it, right? Now they're like, okay, well, we stop it from everybody. We're not going to fund it. So nobody's getting it. You got people furloughed. I'm sorry, I got speech impediment. Furloughed from their jobs. You got corporations not hiring freezes, right? Including mine, place I work at, hiring freeze, wage increase freeze. They wasn't doing that a couple years ago. It ain't even been a year. When I say it's affecting people, it's affecting people. Not just people, veterans. You got Veterans Day. Veterans Day is Tuesday, this Tuesday on the 11th. Veterans are affected. A lot of veterans get EBT and SNAP because they're of an age that their income is already set. They can't go out and work, especially disabled veterans. So they get EBT and SNAP too, and they deserve it. And a lot of people say, yeah, even on my comment, on my page, on this last video, check the comment. One of the people said, yeah, I think only people who deserve it are veterans and seniors. But they affected too. They not getting EBT too. The kids ain't getting it. The veterans and seniors, ain't nobody getting EBT, bro. I'm personally affected because my job, where I work at, it's got a hiring freeze. They're not hiring anybody else. And there's no wage increase, so there's no raises going on. No matter how good a job you get, you're not going to get a raise. And that wasn't going on before now, this administration. So even major corporations that may be making money, they're hoarding the money. They're not letting it go. They're not investing in themselves because they don't know what's going to happen. Any other person in office right now, they'd probably be arrested. That's what happens when you get somebody that's a felon running. What's going on? So anyway, this is how I feel about this. I really wanted to talk about. I know I'm in fear of them not letting my show get in the algorithm, because 47 sued YouTube. And if anybody speaks about him or his administration negatively, you don't get any promotion. You can't, they can't get your video in the algorithm. You know what I mean? Because of words, because it's AI. Any triggering words, no, you can't talk about it. Your thumbnail can't be right, anything like that. So I got to be cautious. But we out here. I'm with the people. So let's go ahead and move on to Javante Tate Davis. I hope y'all tuned in and understand what I was saying when I was going with this. I'm with the people. Power to the people. Let's get this open back up. Both sides need to come to the table. Stop playing around. It's just the other side. It's like anything Democratic is not coming back. He's getting rid of it. It's rich people first. Not America first. Not make America great again. It's rich people first. Make rich people richer. That's what I see. And if y'all don't see it, y'all tripping. And if you're a farmer, if you a union person, if you a person that just works a 9 to 5, you are feeling that pain from either you personally or somebody in your family close to you are feeling the pain. And it ain't getting better until they get it together. And it's up to us to get it together. Because if we don't stand up, they're going to keep doing it. It's like a bully. If you don't stand up to the bully keeps bullying you. And that's what's going on in that ministry. They bullying. People scared to talk. Javante Tate Davis and Jake Paul fights canceled. I told y'all that. Tank Davis was accused of assault. I think it's not a criminal case. I believe it's a civil case. A young lady works in a club in Florida, I think Miami. He's accused of assaulting her. So Jake Paul has backed away from the fight. I believe they're trying to look for somebody to replace the fight, but I don't think the fight's happening anymore. So that Netflix deal's done. So there's no really big fights coming up right now that I can think of that I'm really interested in. But so yeah, I don't know. Tank, that would have been a great fight. I don't know what's going on with Tank. Tank talked about it, saying it was, BS. But bro, you should have just been training, bro. Like I don't know. That's shout out though. We'll see what happens next with that. Also, I did want to talk about Diddy. P. Diddy is out of jail. Not out of jail, my bad. Got moved to a different jail, my bad. I really slipped up on that. Diddy is not out of jail. He got moved to a different jail. And during this, it was his cake day celebration, and he was caught with some hooch.
Okay, to start with, toilet wine turns out is a misnomer. The toilet is mostly a hiding place, and God knows it is not really wine, right? And Sean Diddy Combs is not the first prison inmate to get busted with it, allegedly. But Diddy may be the first to have once owned a vodka brand worth upwards of $1 billion. That would be Ciroc, which sold officially earlier this year for a fraction of that price. Ciroc is distilled 5 times from the finest French grapes, or so it claims.
He was caught with some toilet wine. Here you go. But yeah, that's cold blood how they tried to say that, you know, Diddy owned Ciroc. Diddy never owned Ciroc. That was a false narrative that News Nation put up saying he owns. I guess it makes the story look better, saying he owned Ciroc. He never owned it. He was the face of Ciroc. He had ownership in Ciroc, but he did not own Ciroc. But, you know, that's kind of cold. They tried to tear that man down like that. But anyway, everybody do that in jail. Shouldn't be doing it, but whatever. That's that story on Diddy. Blueface, speaking of people in jail, Blueface is out of jail. I like Blueface. He's gained some weight. In jail, he goes and gain some weight. You know, waiting to see what he puts out, some good music now. He's still with, I don't know if he's with Krishan Rock, but they got a kid together, so of course he's going to be around her. But shout out to Blueface for being out. We'll see what he does. I know he started a little dissing some hoods out there in L.A. I seen my man Compton Rick Rock put up that Blueface was like dissing some hoods. So some people didn't like that out there. So Clarissa Shields, speaking of beef and beat 'em ups, Clarissa Shields, a female boxer, called herself the GOAT. Her and Layla Ali had some back and forth a little while ago. I know she had a little Instagram video. She was talking about Clarissa Shields. And Clarissa Shields better stop. I know Layla Ali's a lot older now, but she could beat him up. Layla Ali was a beef. I watched this fight with Layla Ali and Christy Martin. At the time, Christy Martin was like 35, female white fighter. But she was like number one. She was like the person. She was beating everybody up. And Layla Ali came in and she beat her down. I watched that fight. She knocked her out in the 4th round. And she beat her up. Layla Ali beat this girl up. I mean, beat her up. I'm watching that fight like, man, she beating her up. Clarissa Shields, I watched her fights. Y'all probably seen some of her fights too. She's good, but she ain't beating them up like that. Some of them chicks be rocking Clarissa Shields. Layla Ali is a lot older than Clarissa Shields now. But I think Layla Ali would beat Clarissa Shields. I think she'd beat her up. Real talk. It'd be a good fight. I'd like to see that fight. Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali, that should happen. It's not, but that should really happen. Layla ain't gonna do it though. It's up to her. But I think she beat Clarissa Shields. So if y'all interested, go to YouTube and check out that that Layla Ali Christy Martin fight. That was a pretty good fight. My Rams won. Speaking of winners, my Rams won last week. Shout out to them Rams. Iowa State won today. Shout out to Iowa State. They beat who was they playing? It's playing TCU, Bullfrogs, something like that. TCU, they beat them. Close game on the road. So now my ISU Cyclone football team is 6-4. Yeah. Let's keep on winning. See if we can win on out. So get back in it. Lakers lost. Lakers won the other day, lost today. Bron should be coming back middle of the month. So we'll see what happens. I got that play-in tournament they're doing right now. I don't know. Losing today hurt their chances. They lost to the Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Lakers. They beat them pretty bad, too. Luka played, too. I didn't watch the whole game. I didn't really watch the game, so. But, yeah, that happened. You know, I'm Laker for life. Y'all know what it is. Speaking of Lakers, you see the gear? You see the Merl on the move beanie? Y'all know what the weather's different out there. You know what I mean? I got the Merl on the move beanie on right now. It's the alien wear. You see what it is. You know what I mean? Non-binary. That's what Merl on the move is. That's why the logo is an astronaut. You know what I mean? I'm non-binary. Whatever it is, whatever you are, you are. You know what I mean? But you check this beanie out. If you got something in the store, go to merlonthemove.com. You see it right there, merlonthemove.com. I got different colors. I got the high vis green. I got the gray, the black. You can get you a white one. You know what I mean? You can put the MOTM emblem on it, or you can get the alien or the astronaut. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Merl on the Move. You know, get it. It's that time of year. You know what I mean? Big snowflakes here in Ames today. Ames, Iowa. Yeah, it's November. It's that time. So shout out to that. Appreciate the support too. You know what I mean? It keeps me going. One of the things I did want to talk about before I get too far into the TV shows and movies, let's get into this segment I said I wanted to talk about. It's called what I said I was gonna call it. Let's look at that. The segment. Here it is. Shit that bothers me. Oh no, not that one. That one right there. That's one I want to hear. Shit that bothers me. That bothers Merl. All right, so I'm not a hater, and I try to support. I love podcasts. I love the community, and I scroll social media a lot. But I'm scrolling social media, and I see new podcasts. Guys promoting new podcasts on Facebook, and I didn't know the guy, but I knew some of the people that was going to be on the show. Right? He did a little ad. You know what I mean? Made a little thumbnail or flyer on Facebook, whatever you call that. And had their pictures and stuff, and it was interesting. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I clicked it to go to Dude's page. So I want to check it out. I'm checking out the podcast, what you're talking about and all that, right? So I click it, and I'm hitting the mic and all that. And I click it, and I go to the page, and he did a little promo video. I'm not gonna call the dude out because ain't no hate, no shade over here. I'm just talking. This is what I'm talking about. So what bothers me. I clicked, I go to his page. He got a little promo video, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting. I ain't gonna say what it is. If I say what it is, the people, he was riding a bicycle. He's riding a bicycle on the handlebars backwards. You can go check it out if you want to. No shade though. But this is what I'm saying. Step the game up a little bit. No disrespect. And so I'm like, okay, but that little promo video was interesting, right? Okay, boom. I'm like, okay, I see it. So I see the video for the show. So I click it. First thing I see, you see my phone? I see this. I see them setting up a cell phone to record. They placing, this is a podcast. They promoting it as a podcast, okay? And they setting the phone up to record a cell phone. Not hating. Why ain't you got a stand? Like get the stand holder, make it instead of trying to prop your phone up. That's not a podcast, bro. If you propping your phone up against something and it's gonna fall, that's not a podcast. That's not. That's you Facebook Live and Instagram Live or that's what you're doing. That's not. Don't call that a podcast, bro. You streaming on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. That's not a podcast. But anyway, let me get back to it. So I see that. That's one of the things that I don't like. I see you putting the phone up, and I'm seeing your knuckles. Second thing, the lighting. You can't even see their face. The dark. I have no idea who's in the studio with you, bro. Who's your guest? I see your names. You said the names. I can't see the face. I can't make out who it is. You got 4 people on there. Who is who? Get your lighting right. Third thing, you're in the living room. You in your living room, bro. You sitting in your living room with some people over, and you got a cell phone. So this, when I'm me as a person that does this, and I'm not saying myself is the best, but I put effort in. I actually invested in myself, invested in this to make it look like something. You're just in your living room with your phone and some friends, bro. That's not a podcast. You got some homies around, and y'all recording yourself talking about some stuff. You're living. Don't call it the bot. And this what irked me. In the captions, in the description of the promo video and the little ad you put up, called it the best in the city. Called it the best podcast in the city. Is it because you feel like your content is the best? Because it definitely ain't the aesthetics. And if your content is the best, you can do an audio podcast, bro. You ain't got to have the visuals. Because maybe if you feel like your content makes it the hottest, best in the city, it could be some validity to it. But because of the visuals that I saw and the lackluster effort you put in the presentation, I lost interest right away. I didn't even want to stick around and see what you was talking about. You lost me. But if you would have just did an audio, I probably would have clicked that, listened, and if the content was on point, boom, you the dude in the city. You got to know what you're doing. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Don't just do stuff because you're doing it. And there's no disrespect. Step the game up. Because if you feel like you're the hottest or the best in the city, show people you the hottest and the best in the city. Don't just say it. That's perception. People that like you, people that's your friend, they may say, yeah, they may co-sign. Yeah, my homie's the best in the city. Yeah, my homie's the hottest in the city. But people that don't know you and ain't tapped in, they ain't going to feel that way. They be like, what, bro? I could do that. It's hard to do this, bro. You got to put some effort. You got to put some time. You feel me, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So that's what bothered. That was a little, just get it off my chest. Stuff that bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy doing this. You know what I mean? I make money doing this. You know what I mean? I take time, I take effort. So anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. That's Merl's corner right there. Let me get into this last little stuff. Let's talk about some TV shows. And movies. Mayor Kingstown, baby. Jeremy Renner, that show's back. Bunny, that's my guy. He's a crip on the show. I love that show. It's shot in Pittsburgh. It used to be in Canada, but it's a fictitious, to get a little backstory, it's a fictitious town in Michigan called Kingstown. And Jeremy Renner's the mayor. He's not officially the mayor. He's like the backstreet underground mayor, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So dope show. Glad that's back. Also, from the world of power, 50 Cent show Force with Tommy Egan is back, baby. This was a good episode. I checked it out. I liked it. Yeah, it's back. Check that out. I don't know. I think it's the last season, because 50, I think he's finna be moving from stars. He's doing a lot of things, but shout out to him bringing Tommy back. I love that character from Power. So we'll see what's going on with that. Movies I watched The Smashing Machine with The Rock. I watched that. That's a melodrama, okay? So if you're watching that movie and you're expecting a lot to happen, a lot of action, something scary or, horrible, no, it's not. It's just melodrama. It's nothing bad in the movie. It's just a story about this guy that kind of helped bring the UFC to where it's at before it was the UFC. It was kind of the face of it. So, great story. I would never watch it again. I would never watch it again. Never watch it again, but it was worth a watch. Also, I watched, what other movie did I watch? Oh, Black Phone 2, baby. Yes, I watched Black Phone 2. That was good. Black Phone 2 was just as good as the first one, if you ask me. The first one was a lot more scarier, you know what I mean? More murder, death, stuff like that. This one's not as much, but I liked it. It's more about the sister this time, the brother. I like how they brought all the cast back. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to do that. Usually they take a different approach because they won't spend as much money, but they brought pretty much everybody from the first one back. Liked it. Very good movie. I recommend it. Black Phone 2. I don't know if it's going to be a 3. But that was good. All right, so anyway, it's Merl on the move. I think I said what I wanted to say today. I pretty much got out of everything I wanted to say. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? I'm dropping them. I'm gonna keep dropping them. You know what I mean? Go to merlonmove.com. Be a good human. Put humans first. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's keep this going. I need my movers to keep going. It's been stagnant. The numbers been stagnant. Let's keep those numbers going up. You know what I mean? It's Merl on the move all the time, baby. Be a good human. Put humans first. Peace.